Good morning, everyone. In the previous class, we have started with a new chapter, and we have studied about the Bernoulli's equation and numericals related to Bernoulli's equation. And in Bernoulli's equation, we have seen that we have taken some assumption in Bernoulli's equation. The assumptions were like this. First assumption was uh, your fluid must be an ideal fluid. That means the viscosity is zero. Okay, so one of the major criteria of your Bernoulli's equation in order to apply a Bernoulli's equation is that the fluid is considered to be an ideal fluid and the viscosity of which is zero. But in actual practice, there is no fluid which is an ideal fluid because every fluid has some viscosity. Okay, so in that case, what we have to do, we have to consider this equation and we need to add the losses in that because every fluid will create some will have some viscosity and therefore there will be some loss in the energy. So that loss we need to consider in case of real fluid. Okay, so this assumption is very important in the ideal fluid because Bernoulli's equation is based on this assumption. But in actual practice, no fluid is your ideal fluid because every fluid has some viscosity. So we need to consider some losses will happen in the energy. So we need to consider this force. The final equation for real fluid changes. So the equation for the real fluid happens to be P1 by rho g plus V1 square by 2g. This is the pressure at first point. This is the velocity head at the second point. This is the datum head at the second point, at the first point. Then P2 by rho g pressure at the second point, velocity head at the second point, datum head at the second point, and HL. HL is nothing but the losses which we have taken into consideration because the fluid is not your ideal fluid, it is a real fluid. It will have some viscosity and it will hence offer some what resistance to flow. Okay, this HL is the only thing which we are adding in this. Rest the equation for your Bernoulli's equation, rest the equation is same as your Bernoulli's equation. Okay, so HL is the loss of energy between 1 and 2. So HL is nothing but the loss of energy which is happening from 1 to 2. Okay, so that losses is given by what HL value. Okay, so based on this there are also some numerical which we need to do. Okay, so we'll start with the numerical. First numerical in that the first problem is it is saying that a pipe of diameter 400 carries a water at a velocity of 25 meter per second. Okay, so a pipe is there which is having a diameter of 400 okay, it is carrying a water, so the density will be 1000. The velocity is 25 meter per second. The pressure at the point A and B are given as, so the pressures are been given as 29.43 newton per centimeter square and 22.536 Newton per centimeter square respectively. So at both the point the pressures are been given respectively, while the datum head at A and B are, so it is saying that from a datum line the point A is at a height of 28 meter, so the datum head is 28 meter and the point B is at a height of 30 meter. Okay, we need to find out the losses of head between A and B, so we need to find out what HL value or the loss of head, that is the energy loss which is happening in this equation. So first we'll write all the given parameters. We have got the diameter of the pipe. Diameter is 400 we need to convert it into meter, so divided by 1000, that will give you 0.4 meter. Okay, the velocity is constant throughout the pipe because the diameter of the pipe is constant, so it is 25 meter per second. Okay, and now at the first point, that is the point A, pressure is given as 29.43 newton per centimeter square. As I have told you in the earlier class, in order to convert the centimeter square into meter square, we need to multiply this 29.43 into 10 to the power 4, then only it will get converted into newton per meter square. Okay, and we have also got the datum value, that is the datum head, which is 28 meter. Okay, so Va will be what, Va will be equal to what, 25 meter per second, so we can calculate the energy at the first point. So energy at the first point is what, pressure head plus velocity head plus datum head. So after putting this value we can easily get the energy at the point A. So we have got the pressure value 29.43 into 10 to the power 4. We have got the rho value as the water it is flowing, the density of water is 1000, we can directly take it as 1000. G is your gravitational force which is always taken as 9.81. Va, as I have told you, the velocity is not changing throughout the pipe, so the velocity is constant. So Va will be 25, so 25 square by 2 into 9.81 plus 28. After calculating all this, we get the value of 89.85 meter. This is the energy which has been created at point A. Okay. So this is the energy which has been created at point A. Now we need to calculate the energy at point B. Okay. And after what? After we will minus these two energy and we'll get the loss of energy. Okay. So the loss of energy, how you can calculate, because in Bernoulli's equation, what is the condition that this equation, the energy at A is equal to energy at B. If those two energies are coming out to be same, that means your fluid is an ideal fluid. But in case if the both the energy is not coming out same, that means your fluid is an real fluid and it is having some viscosity, because therefore there is some loss. Okay, so we'll try to calculate the energy at point B. So the points at B, or the equation or the given data at point B, is what the pressure at B has been given, which is 22.563 Newton per centimeter. As I've told you above, in order to convert your Newton per centimeter to meter square, we need to multiply it with 10 to the power 4. So 22.563 into 10 to the power 4 Newton per meter square. We have got the data made value, that is the ZB value, which is 30 meter. Okay, VB is equal to V, and which is equal to VA, which is 25 meter per second, because the velocity of the pipe is constant throughout. So from here you can calculate the energy at point B. So energy at point B is given by what? Pressure head plus velocity head plus data made. We'll put all this value 22.563 into 10 to the power 4 divided by what? Density of water into 9.81 plus 25 square by 2 into 9.81 plus 30. So this will give you value of 84.85. So here you can clearly see that the energy at point A is 89.85 and the energy at point B is 84.85. That means there is a difference in these energy. If this energy is coming out to be same, that means your Bernoulli's equation is satisfied. That means your fluid is an ideal fluid. But in this case, what is happening? The energy at point A and the energy at point B, they are not matching with each other. So will be a loss of energy from A to B. So when the water passes from point A to point B, there is a loss of energy. So the loss of energy we can easily calculate by what? Subtracting the energy at A with the subtracting the energy at B. So EA minus EB, that will give you the loss of energy. So the loss of energy is coming out to be what? 89.85 minus 84.85, that is giving you 5 meter. So this much amount of energy has been lost while the water is traveling from point A to point B. Okay, this is a very simple numerical. Okay, it is totally based on your Bernoulli's equation, and it is showing that the fluid is not your ideal fluid. It is showing that the fluid is your real fluid. Okay. After this, the next question is that a conical tube of length 2 meter is fixed vertically with its smaller end upward. So a pipe has been provided, or a tube has been provided, which is having 2 meter in length, and it has been fixed with the smaller end upward. So you can see a diagram over here. The smaller end is on the upward side and the bigger end is on the downward side. The velocity of flow at the smaller end is 5 meter per second. So the water, while flowing from the smaller end, the velocity is coming out to be 5 meter per second, while at the lower end the velocity is 2 meter per second. Okay. Now the pressure head at the smaller end is 2.5 meters. So the pressure head has been given at the smaller end, it is 2.5. The loss of head in the tube is so the loss of head has been given by an equation 0.35 V1 minus V2 the whole square by 2g, where V1 is the velocity at the smaller end, V2 is the velocity at the lower end respectively. Determine the pressure head at the lower end. We need to calculate the pressure head at the lower end. Take flow take place in the downward direction. So flow is happening in this direction from top to bottom. Okay. So we'll write first all the given parameter. We have got the length of the tube. The total length of the tube is given in the question, that is 2 meter. The velocity at the first point is also given, which is 5 meter per second. Okay. And we have also got the pressure head value. So pressure head means what? P1 by rho g, that is 2.5 meter. And we have also got this is the first given parameter at the first section. V1 is 5 meter per second and the pressure at the first point is 2.5 meter. Okay. And now the velocity at the second point is also given. The velocity at the second point is given as 2 meter per second. Okay. And we have also got the loss of head. The equation for loss of head is what? 0.35 into V1 minus V2 the whole square by 2g. Okay, so we'll put the V1 and V2 value in this and get the loss of head. So the V1 value was 5 meter per second and V2 value is 2 meter per second. So 0.35 into 5 minus 2 the whole square by 2g. So this will give you the pressure head value, the pressure head, loss of head value. The loss of head value is coming out to be 0.16 meter. Okay, we need to calculate the pressure head at the second point. Uh, so we'll put the equation of what, the Bernoulli's equation. So the Bernoulli's equation for section 1 and 2 will be what, P1 by rho g plus V1 square by 2g plus Z1 equals to P2 by rho g plus V2 square by 2g plus Z2 plus HL. Now over here you can see that P1 by rho g value we have been provided in the question. This value is coming out to be 2.5 meter. Okay. The velocity at the first point has been given. The velocity at the first point is 5. So this will be 5 square divided by 2 into g, 2 into 9.81. The z1 value, because it is on the top, so we'll consider this as datum. Okay, so it will be equal to what, if you are considering this as datum, the length of the pipe is what, 2 meters. So the datum head value for the first point will be 2 meter. Okay, z1 will be equal to 2. Now equal to P2 by rho g, this value we need to calculate, because in the question it is clearly saying that we need to calculate the pressure head at the second point. So this value we need to calculate. Now V2 value has been given. V2 is coming out to be 2. So 2 square by 2.2 into 9.81. Z2 we will take it as 0, because we are considering that at the second section we have got a datum. So the value of datum will be 0 in that. And the loss of head we have calculated, it is coming out to be 0.16. So finally, after putting all this value, we get this equation: 2.5 plus 5 square by 2 into 9.81 plus 2 equals to what, P2 by rho g plus 2 square by 2 into 9.81 plus 0 plus 0.16. So after putting all this value, we get this equation. So the unknown value is the pressure at the second head. So after taking it on the right hand side and taking all the other values on the left hand side, we get what, P2 by rho g equals to what, 5.407 meter of the fluid. That means the pressure at the second point is 5.407 meter. Okay. So this is the equation for your real fluid which we are using in this numerical. Okay. After that, we will do the next numerical. The next numerical is what? A pipeline carrying an oil of specific gravity 0.87. So a pipe is been provided which is carrying, this time it is not a water, it is carrying oil which is having a specific gravity of 0.87. Changes in diameter of 200 mm diameter at a position at A to 500 mm diameter at position at B. So a pipe is there which is initially having its diameter as 200 mm, and after some length it is having a diameter of 500 mm. Okay, first point at A is 200 mm, the second diameter which is changing at point B is 500 mm, which is 4 meter. Its length is there, its length is which is 4 meter at a higher level. So it is saying that the datum is generally what, the point B is what, 4 meter higher than point A. Okay, if the pressure at A and B are 9.81 Newton per centimeter square and 5.886 Newton per centimeter square, and the discharge is 200 liter per second, determine the loss of head and the direction of flow. So we need to calculate what, uh, losses of the head, loss of the head we need to calculate, and we need to also calculate the direction of the flow, in which direction the water is flowing, whether it is flowing from point A to B or from B to A. Okay, that we need to calculate. So first we'll write all the given parameters. We have been provided with the discharge value. The discharge value is coming out to be 200 liter per second. So as I've told you, mostly your your calculation is done in meter cube per second. So this need to convert it, divided by 1000. So the value of discharge is coming out to be 0.2 meter cube per second. We have got the fluid which is flowing in this pipe is as oil, so it is having a specific gravity of 0.87. So the density of oil will be what, whatever the specific gravity of the fluid has been provided multiplied by 1000. So 0.87 into 1000, this will give you 870 kg per meter cube. So the density is what, 870 kg per meter cube. Now We have been provided with what the diameter at the first section, and the diameter at the first section is 200 mm. So convert it into meter divided by 1000, that will give you 0.2. Okay, so from here we can easily calculate what the area at the first point, pi by 4 into dA square. That will give you the area. So the first area is 0.0314 meter square. Now the pressure at the first point is also given 9.81 into Newton per centimeter square, as I've told earlier. In order to convert Newton per centimeter square into meter square, we need to multiply it with what? 10 to the power 4. So these are all the given parameters. Okay. If the datum line is passing through A, we are considering that, because in this question we are not being provided with any value in terms of datum. We have only got that the point B is at 4 meter higher than point A. So we are considering point A as your datum. So ZA will become what? ZA will become 0. Okay. Now from this we can easily calculate what we have got the value of discharge. We have got the value of area. So from here we can calculate the velocity. So Q by A will give you the velocity. It is coming out to be 6.396 meter. Okay. Point 2 is the discharge, and 0.314 is your area. So by using this formula, Q equals to what? B into A. So from here we can easily calculate the velocity. So velocity is 6.39369. Similarly, dB is equals to what? 500 mm. Okay, so we'll do the same thing, and we'll try to calculate the velocity at B. dB equals to what? 500 mm. Converted into meter, it is coming out to be 0.5 meter. AB is what? Pi by 4 dB square. So pi by 4 into 0.5 square, that will give you the value of area at point B, which is 0.1963 meter square. The pressure at B is 5.886 Newton per centimeter square, converted into Newton per meter square by multiplying it with 10 to the power 4. ZB. Now in this case, as I've told you, the point A has been kept as a datum. So point B is at a height of 4 meter from point A. Now the datum height at point B will become what? 4 meter. Okay, because we are assuming that point A is at a datum line, so the datum at first point will be 0 and the datum at the second point will be 4. So the ZB value will be 4. From here we can calculate VB. Q equals to divide by area, that will give you the velocity at the second point, which is coming out to be 1.018 meter per second. Okay, now we'll use the energy formulas. So we'll try to calculate the energy. Energy at the first point is given by what? Pressure head plus velocity head plus datum head, which is PA by rho g plus VA square by 2g plus ZA. We'll put the value. PA we have got 9.81 into 10 to the power 4 divided by what? 870 into 9.81. So the density value we have calculated for oil is, which is coming out to be 870 into what? 9.81. Okay. After that, plus the velocity at the first point was coming out to be 6.396. So 6.396 square divided by what? 2 into 9.81 plus ZA is coming out to be 0, because the datum height at the first point is 0. So the final value for the energy is coming out to be 13.557. Okay. Similarly, we'll calculate the energy at point B. Energy at point B is given by the same formula, PB by what? Rho g plus VB square by 2g plus ZB. So PB value is 5.886 into 10 to the power 4 divided by what? 870 into 9.81. After that, VB value is coming out to be 1.018 divided by 2 into 9.81 plus the datum at the second value, which is coming out to be 4. So after calculating this, the energy at the point B is coming out to be 10.948. So we need to calculate what? The direction of flow. So as EA is more than EB, as you can see that energy at your first point, energy is at the first point is more than energy at the second point. Hence the flow is taking from A to B. So the flow is happening from A to B. So on whichever side the energy is coming more, we need to consider that the flow is happening from there only. Okay. So in this case, the energy is more at point A and the energy at point B is less. That indicates that the oil is flowing from where? From A to B. Okay. After that, we also needed to calculate the loss of head. So loss of head is given by what? The energy at point A minus the energy at point B. So energy point A minus my energy at point B is what? 13.557 minus 10.948. So after calculating this, we get the value of 2.609. This is the loss of head which has been created. So this is how you can do your numericals related to what real fluid. Okay, the only change in the Bernoulli's equation is the loss of head. Okay, after this we'll start with the next chapter or the next part of this, that is your Bernoulli's equation for your venturi meter, orifice meter, and pitot tube. Okay, how this has been used, we'll study in the next class. Okay, thank you.